You know, Kent, Kelly Moeller is the chair of the Public Safety Committee, and she, between sessions, is a prosecutor. But politics has no fury like a Swiftie scorned. And that's why Moeller is the one to take up the bill to let people know exactly what they're paying ahead of time to go to a concert.
It's a bill that I started working on over a year ago after the Taylor Swift Eras tour tickets went on sale.
State Rep Kelly Moeller, Shoreview, told her colleagues that she lost out on Taylor Swift tickets because she never got the promised pre-sale code. She heard from many other fellow Swifties at the time.
I know a young woman named Laura who had put a personal cap on the amount she wanted to spend on a ticket at $500. And then she was stunned when she made it all the way through to the end and found out there was $100 in fees added on to that $500 ticket. But of course, she didn't want to back out at that point and select cheaper tickets because she's afraid she would not be able to get any tickets if she did that.
Her ticket price fairness bill would require fees on event tickets be disclosed up front, something that Mike Dean would have liked when his daughter Caroline asked to go to the Big Ten women's tournament.
I just couldn't refuse as a father, and so went online, started the process of purchasing the tickets. They said they were $75, and then by the time I got to the end, they ended up being almost $130 with, I think it was 4 to 5 different types of service fees, convenience fees, all these sorts of different things that really don't provide any value to the consumer, but fundamentally just charged me more money. And by the time I got to the end, I think I paid $500 for 4 tickets, and I took her and her friends too.
Would he have done things differently if he knew the full price?
I would have made different decisions. Quite honestly, she wouldn't have been able to bring 2 friends. So, but that's the reality. I mean, that's the problem with this situation is like you budget, and we're trying to be wise with our money, but they're not sharing the exact amount up front.
Moeller's bill would also bar speculative ticketing when the resale market sells tickets that haven't gone on sale yet, and it would target fake websites that pretend to be the venue reselling tickets.
It requires all-in pricing whenever a ticket is sold or resold, so this allows consumers to know upfront what the total cost of the ticket is going to be before they get to that very end screen and have only a couple minutes to make a decision.
Moeller appeared with Rep. Emma Greenman of Minneapolis, who has a bill to outlaw junk fees added to a variety of products and services. It would require that those fees be folded into the advertised price.
Sometimes they're called convenience fees, wellness fees, resort fees, service and processing fees, handling fees, connection fees, facilities fees, and a new one this week, an inflation fee.
I promised you I wasn't going to make any Taylor Swift references, but I would love to get some bipartisan support on the bill, and I have a blank space, and I'm glad to write your name. Thanks, Madam Speaker.
Moeller did, in fact, get bipartisan support for the bill. The final tally, 118 votes for and 18 votes against for House File 1989. My son told me that that file number has some significance to Swift fans. That bill is making its way through the Senate too. It's made it through all the committees, and it will be up for a Senate full floor vote at some point. Back to you, Kent.
And John, this is something that other states have done, correct? Do we have any idea how smoothly it's gone elsewhere?
We don't know haven't heard much about the implementation, how smoothly that's gone, but yeah, Nevada, New York, Maryland, they say there are like a dozen other states also considering a ticket fairness bill right now. So we'll find out. I mean, one of the issues that often gets brought up is these are national companies. How can a state regulate something like Ticketmaster? But they say they're confident they can within parameters, and they've done a lot of work with the venues getting to the point of passing this bill.
All right, thanks, John. I am a little surprised as
Sure.
someone that's so steeped in music tradition as you that you didn't get the 1989 reference, but we'll let that go for now. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.